Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews, and we are back again with another video. I just got done watching the second episode of All American, and of course, it was as good as the show usually is. This season, I love it so far. I love how, and for the first episode and to this episode, the drama still is there, the mystery still is there, the tension, and we see a lot of tension in this episode with Coach Baker trying to get the whole team together to trying to get them to accept him as the new coach of South Crenshaw, and really trying to make a bond and really just trying to make it all work out. And in the beginning of this episode, we see Spencer and Layla. It looks like they just got done, making out and stuff. And the next day is the first day of high school for Spencer to be at South Crenshaw again, and it's the first day for Layla to be back, and the rest of the cast to be back at Beverly. So essentially, he's like, "Oh, I'll miss you. I will." And she's like, "No." She's like, "Who are you gonna miss more, me or the tater tots that we have at Beverly?" And he's like, "Oh, you come in close second or whatever. You come in almost to first, but the tots are be booming. You know what I mean?" So I thought that was funny. He's like saying, "Oh, I might miss the tots a little bit more." So I thought that was funny, but. And then, it cuts to, they're going to, Spencer and Coop are first day back of seniors at South Crenshaw, and Olivia, Jordan, Layla are all having their first day back as seniors at Beverly, and so is Asher. And we just see a lot of pieces just come together great of this episode. We see a little bit more of what happened when Asher was on the boat with his mom, and who he ran into at a beach, that there's this new girl that's showing up at the school, that apparently her mom is the new head coach of Beverly. And there's a lot of tension there with, Jordan not being able to be the starting quarterback as he usually is. A lot's on the line with his place on the team of being the star quarterback. The coach is thinking that JJ will be a better quarterback, and there's just a lot of different slots being put in. People are just being put in different positions, and it's really affecting the team in a way. And Jordan's just really not really there for it about what's changing. And JJ is kind of happy that oh my god, I have a chance to be quarterback. That's cool, but you could tell it's getting to Jordan that he doesn't like the change. It's bad enough that his dad left as the coach, Spencer left, their star player, and now he is being challenged to have his position being taken by his best friend. So that was a lot to deal with him and his character, and there was just a lot of and it's just a lot of cool new character development with the new coach of Beverly and the new love interest that we sort of have for Asher. And I feel like where we're going, what the writers are going for this season is getting Spencer and Olivia together. I know people don't want to hear it, but I think that's where it's heading. I mean, I shipped them from day one, Spencer and Olivia. I thought they just have a great bond. They balance each other out very well. And I just think they have the most in common when it comes to their likes and, their dislikes. I feel like they fit very well. And I just see that's where it's going. I feel like with Layla, I'm going to find out, I think, in the next episode that I just have a feeling that they're going to start finding out soon that stuff's going on, because as we can see from the next episode is that it looks like a new love interest for Asher. Apparently, she thinks that Olivia's hiding something from him. So, but then again, as we know, Olivia went to go see Asher, surprise him, and she saw Asher with that girl. And Asher said he didn't really know her and never really met her, but she was testing him on that, and he was lying. So there's going to be a lot of consequences for Asher and him lying. But then again, Olivia's lying too. She, they both promised each other they would wait to start their relationship back up when Asher came back from vacation, and the relationship would just start from there again. But they both. I want to say maybe the way I thought it happened was that he just went on vacation and then she just cheated on him. But I think that she wasn't cheating on him, but she went to go see him, saw that he was cheating on her, and then that's when she and Spencer started their secret relationship. That's what I think happens, which to be honest, I mean, if I'm going to say I give like I understand where Olivia is coming from, but at the same time I do, so that's why I don't really have a problem that she did that, because Asher technically did it first. So, but then again, I'm not sure if that's the way they're trying to say, as though she saw that, then she started, started doing stuff with Spencer, or they've been doing stuff, then she went to go see him, and then, but I think that she wasn't doing anything with Spencer. She went to go see Asher, caught Asher with that girl, and then started doing stuff with Spencer. So, I don't really have a problem with that. Again, I feel like they fit more together, Olivia and Spencer, than I think Layla and Spencer. I don't think they fit very well. I don't think they really balance each other out. But the relationship I'm really rooting for is, I think that's what's going to happen. I think Olivia and Spencer are going to get together in this season. I think Asher and that new girl are going to get together. I think Layla's going to get together with somebody. I'm not sure what. Maybe she might be so focused on her getting a new. She got a new. There's a word for it. A new artist to sign on with her, which is Patience. We find out a lot more with what happened between JP and Patience. He stole one of her songs and gave it to one of his other artists, and we see how Layla just isn't okay with that and says, she'll talk to her dad about the contract that Patience has with JP, and she says, I want you to be on my label with Coop, and you don't have to worry about somebody stealing your music, and Coop, you don't have to worry about you not getting paid enough. You have to drop an album first, then you'll start to get paid a lot more. Because Coop in this episode was getting very angry that she wasn't getting paid for her, selling out tickets all throughout the tour. But even Layla said, there wasn't as many people there. It wasn't as big as you thought. Oh, with the room service and the hotels and the gas money and everything. I had to take some of that and you put it towards that. But I gave you your cut. If you want a bigger cut, you need to put an album out. And, she really respected that and respected that she stood up for Patience. And just Olivia really, Layla really just stuck up for herself when it came to Coop, saying, just saying these things, speculating, just throwing stuff out there saying, you're taking money from me, like father, like daughter, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy that got fixed. And they're on the right track, and I'm happy that Layla has another person that's on her label. So I'm really excited to see where that's going to go with music between Coop and Layla, and Coop and Patience. So I'm excited to see how that's going to go. And I'm just overall happy to see a lot more of Billy's past with Crenshaw, and just how much he really loves Crenshaw so much. We really see him putting in a lot of the hard work and dedication, trying to get the whole team together to understand who he is and understand that, Beverly was just, that was his home, but this is his home too. And just showing him that the same love he gave Beverly is the same love he's going to give to South Crenshaw, because that's where he grew up. So we really see a lot of interaction with him in the new players, in the new cast members this season. And just, they weren't accepting him at first, but now they're accepting him now, and he's making big strides with the team, and him having to choose who was going to be the quarterback. Was it going to be Chris, or was it going to be Darnell? To be honest, who I would have picked, like Spencer picked, I would have picked Darnell. I think Darnell and Spencer have went through so much, and I feel like we see a lot of, there's a reason that Darnell got picked when Chris was gone. There was a reason that Darnell I think the number, I forget what number in the country, of being one of the greatest quarterbacks of his junior year. So I feel like there's a lot of reasons why he should have been quarterback, and I feel like he's better than Chris at being quarterback. I mean, Chris has a lot of experience with Spencer too, because they grew up together. But I really do think, like Spencer said, we have a better chance with Darnell to lead us to the championship. And I want to know what you guys think down in the comments, if you guys agree with that. But I think that's how it should have went. And I feel like when Spencer said to Chris, you weren't my pick, I picked Darnell, I feel like that's really going to bite Spencer in the butt that he told Chris that he didn't pick him. I feel like he's going to set him up to hurt himself set Spencer up to hurt himself on the field and not give him the ball as much, or give him the ball and knowing he's going to get hit. I feel like he's going to do some messed up things, because I feel like he's going to be turning into that character that, I hope he doesn't turn into that character that wants to hurt Spencer for him not choosing him. I just hope that they can, it seems at the end, it seems like, Chris and Darnell are together. They were team working to clean up the field with the other team member that just was giving Billy a hard time about being from Beverly. So I'm just excited to see all this. And on top of Spencer, with his injury, as far as his injury goes, we think it's still there, but all the doctors and physical therapists he's been seeing have been saying that he's perfectly fine, he's in great condition, he's in great health. And we learned to find out it's in his head from stress and from him hiding from Layla, Asher, and Jordan and everybody, that he had a relationship with Olivia over the summer. On top of, Olivia not wanting to tell Asher and tell Layla, on top of him not telling Layla and telling Asher and telling everybody that all that weight is on him, on top of him not telling anybody except Billy that his injury's still there, Billy and his mom. And Olivia knows, but those are the only three people that really know it's still there. So seeing how but he thinks it's not there in his head, and he thinks he can he can handle the stress of him hiding secrets from, about him and Olivia and over the summer, and him with his injury. It's all psychological. It all messes with your physical health, and that's why he's having his muscles react that way, because in his head he thinks he's still hurt. But I feel like by the end of the season, he's going to be at ease and tell people the truth, or the truth's going to come out, and that's no longer going to be a factor. Because, there's only so long you can go on with, the storyline of him being hurt and this being, a psychological thing. So I hope it ends this season with his injury. I'm hoping it does. But so far, I really love the story of this season. It's really good. It's fresh. It's different. It's very entertaining, and it's very heart-wrenching. There was a moment where JJ finally finds out, that Jordan finds out that he is going to be the quarterback, the main quarterback for the team, and there was this music, and literally I almost cried. The music in the show is so good, and only certain shows can get me to that extent where I feel like I'm going to cry. It's this show, and it's My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is an anime, for people that don't know, and it makes sense that you wouldn't think, oh my god, you would cry in something like that, but that show gets me to that point, and this show it's a great show when you can get a good cry out of it, and you can feel something for the characters, and the music just speaks in volumes, and it's its own character itself, the music, and just this show's phenomenal. And for a new show that's on CW about football and in a true story that has modifications, it just hits levels on levels on levels. It just gets better and better every season. And this is only its third season, and it's already hitting just so many levels. It's phenomenal. I love the show. I love the cast. I love the soundtrack. I really enjoy this show, and I just can't wait to see what the season brings for the next episode and on. So I really want to know what you guys think about this episode, this season so far. What do you think about, who do you think should have been quarterback? Do you agree with Spencer's pick that it should have been Darnell, or do you think it should have been, or do you think it makes sense that it's Chris? I really want to know what you guys think down in the comments. I also want to know what you guys think about. Do you think Spencer and Layla should be together, or do you think Olivia and Layla should be together? Or do you think Spencer and Layla should be together, or do you think Olivia and Spencer should be together, or do you think that Olivia and Asher should be together, or do you think that Asher should be with that other girl that just got introduced? There's a lot of ships on the show that people really like and want to stay together, but I think Olivia and Spencer clearly are a great match, and I feel like that's where the writers are trying to head this season. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, if you're new to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. We are at 123 subscribers, or 123 subscribers. I would love for you to join the family. I would love for this channel to grow, and I would just love for this channel to just be a big family, a big community. And also, I would just appreciate it if you guys like this video. Again, leave a comment down below, put on those notifications, because I drop these episode by episode reviews every Monday after the show. I do the same thing for Riverdale on Wednesdays, same thing for WandaVision on Fridays, and I think I want to say I'm missing stuff. Oh, and Legacies on Thursdays. So again, put on those notifications because I'm always dropping content for you guys. So I want to end this off right here. I want to say, hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.